Caretakers are often perplexed about how much prime to give. How much should they give?
You know, that is a frequently asked question through our Hagen customer service, and I often have to help address this despite some really good instructions in the prime. The dosage is based on diet, and it is also based on the size of the bird. For instance, if a parrot species, whether it is a budgie or it is a macaw, eats a predominant seed diet or less than our recommended 70% Tropican, we first address that situation, and for the most part it is based on the weight of the bird at that point. And inside each of our prime packages is a scoop. It's a 1 cc scoop, and inside it is beveled to mark the half mark and then a full mark. For large parrots, let's say you have a scarlet macaw or a blue and gold macaw, at least a macaw species or a cockatoo, a large cockatoo, you'd want to give 1.5 of these 1 cc measures or scoops to that bird each day, sprinkled on its fruits and veggies. A medium-sized parrot, such as an African gray or some Amazon species, most Amazon species, it would be a 1 cc, which is just a 1-level scoop. The smaller birds, like our budgergars, our cockatiels, lovebirds, parrotlets, lineateds, half a scoop, and it's a very easy thing. And it's just a very easy application. Sprinkle it on top of their fruits and veggies, their toast, whatever table foods that they are most comfortable at eating. That way they get their nutritional supplement.
Many people often think that more is better, but we can overdo it when supplementing with prime, right?
Oh, yes, we can. A classic example is that during the mid-'80s, we discovered that vitamin D toxicity was occurring because of an overdoing of over-supplementing.
Right.
And this actually caused some major health problems for the birds in our care.
What about budgies and cockatiels who do not traditionally eat a lot of fruits and veggies? What would you do? How would you give them prime?
You know, that is a good question, because that does present a challenge for the caretaker. Some of these birds naturally don't like these type of foods. They're not going to take advantage of the efficient supplement that way. So the caretaker has to get a little creative with this. And one of the things, like I have a couple of geriatric budgies at home that I care for, and one of my favorite ways of supplementing them with the prime was actually discovered on an accidental thing. I had placed their cage too close to the drapes, and they shredded my drapes. So now I would take some kale or some greens that are high in vitamin A, like romaine lettuce, and I would wash it, sprinkle it, and then dust their leaves, those vegetable leaves, with the prime, with a dosage of prime, and then clip it to the side of the cage to kind of mimic that little drapery action, and they are magnets to it.
What a brilliant idea.
It worked out splendidly, because I have tried putting that same leaf in their food dish, and they just ignore it.
There are other enrichment foods that can be used as a vehicle to offer prime supplement. Can we discuss this?
Well, sure, Suzanne. There are different ways. In fact, I'm a firm believer in doing double duty. Create an enrichment opportunity for our bird, as well as let it be the way in which we're administering a prime supplement. And one of my favorite ways is to use the dish with the rocks, appropriately sized pebbles, rocks, and I've seen avian caretakers use mealworm sprinkled with the prime, and the birds are foraging and they're looking for it, and that's an excellent opportunity for these birds to be enriched and be supplemented nutritionally.
These can either be the live mealworms or they can be the Exoterra canned mealworms, right?
Perfect. Yes, they certainly can. A lot of species, from finches on up to parrots, are like that occasional bug. Another enrichment opportunity that we can use prime is to offer our birds, our companion birds, some spray millet. Everybody from finches up to the large parrot species enjoy their spray millet, and if there is a question of the caretaker is questioning whether they're getting enough of the nutrients, spritz the spray millet with a little bit of water and then dust it with some prime and you're good to go.